So I wanted to do a Shakyamuni Buddha meditation. And Barbara, good morning. This morning, because it's this kind of a Buddha day. So let's start and settle into your meditation posture. Okay, I'm going to unpin myself for myself so I can see all of you beautiful people. There we are, that's so much better. All right. Okay. All right. So let's just check our seating position. So if you are sitting at a desk or your feet are down on the ground, make sure they're in a parallel position and have your hips slightly raised. And if you're in a cross-legged position and you've got tight knees and hips, you can put a couple of cushions underneath each knee. So the point here really is to be relaxed and to be comfortable, because we'll be sitting like this for the next half hour. Hands are in the meditation mudra, right hand nestled in the left with the thumbs touching. And you can imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light, stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond. You can imagine your head, the crown of your head is reaching for the ceiling. Perhaps somebody is above you, very gently lengthening your spine. Tip of the head slightly forward. Eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and relax the jaw. So just bring our awareness to the crown of our head. Relax the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the area around the mouth. Bring your attention to the back of the head. Relax the scalp. Just also near the occipital bone, just that area there, the base of the skull. We hold a lot of tension there. And just relax that area, and then notice your ears relaxing. Perhaps shine a torch inside your ear and relax the inner ear, the temple. Relax the back of the neck and the shoulders, upper thoracic, in between the shoulder blades, the throat, the chest, the belly, your limbs, hands, fingers, and feet and toes. And let's just bring the mind to the breath, noticing the sensation of the air as you're breathing in. It's cooler than when you're exhaling. And depending on whether you've learned to meditate in a formal setting before, you may notice the sensation of the air, different parts of the nostril as you're breathing in and out. So some traditions will teach the base of the nose, others will teach the tip of the nose. So it just, whatever works for you for our purposes today, just notice the breath. If you have any sounds in your external environment, allow those sounds to be there. Try not to follow them with your mind. And you'll notice your thoughts are rising, abiding, falling. You may have things to do after this session. But try and keep your mind here where your body is right now. There's no point if you're trying to meditate and your mind's already gone to work. So keep your mind here. And as the thoughts arise, try not to engage with them. Try not to judge your thoughts. Try not to follow a story. Just keep the mind on the breath. And bring to mind all the people of our life, all our loved ones, the ones who are not so loved, they irritate us, we irritate them, then maybe they've harmed you. And then there's our strangers, the people we're pretty much indifferent to. Just recall they're all the same, that we should be developing equal concern for these three groups of people, because they're all the same and they wish to be happy, they wish to not suffer, and having this unbelievable potential for enlightened activity. So I think we'll do this meditation on Shakyamuni Buddha this morning for the people of our life, by extension all sentient beings. Bring your mind back to the breath, as we'll do. I think we'll just do one round of our 9-round breathing this morning. So just to remind everyone, breathing in through the right nostril while you're blocking the left, blissful radiant white light, and just pause very briefly at the top of the breath. Then move the finger over, block the right nostril, breathe out through the left. All your attachment energy, grasping, neediness, anxiety, wanting, not feeling enough. And this leaves your body as thick black yucky smoke, and it disappears into space. And you do that 3 times. Then breathe in through the left, blissful radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out through your right nostril all your anger and depression, wishing to harm, bitterness and grudges and jealousy, all these kind of heavy emotions are just harmful for the mind. So breathe this out as thick black yucky smoke, and do that 3 times, and then breathe in through both nostrils, blissful radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath, and breathing out all your ignorance, not knowing the way things exist, not understanding about karma, about dependent arising, cause and effect. And just breathe that out. Disappears into space as thick black yucky smoke. And do that 3 times. So we'll just do this in our own time. So when you finish, just bring the mind back to the breath. Notice the sensation of the air flowing in, flowing out. Just the breath. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving in other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving in other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving in other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. So let's just again generate love and compassion by reflecting briefly on the predicament of all the people of our life and of all sentient beings, their wish to experience happiness and inability to obtain it, their wish to avoid suffering and constantly running into suffering and problems. So I think in order to help all beings and lead them to the perfect peace and happiness of enlightenment, I myself must attain enlightenment. So for this purpose, I shall practice this meditation. So every aspect of this visualization is light. Brilliant, radiant, translucent light, like a hologram. So imagine at the level of your forehead, and between 6 and 8 feet away is a large golden throne adorned with jewels and supported at each of its 4 corners by a pair of snow lions. And these animals in reality are manifestations of bodhisattvas, and they have a white fur and a green mane and tail. And the fur and the mane and tail, all of them, they're made of light also. So on the flat surface of the throne is a seat consisting of a large open lotus and 2 radiant discs representing the sun and the moon. And they're on top of each other. And these 3 objects together symbolize the 3 principal aspects of the path to enlightenment. The lotus, renunciation, the sun, emptiness, and the moon, bodhicitta. So seated upon these is the Buddha, who has attained these realizations and is the embodiment of all enlightened beings. His body is made of golden light, and he's wearing the saffron robes of a monk. And the robes don't actually touch his body. They're maybe separated by about an inch. And this image in front of us is so bright. If that was really the Buddha there, we wouldn't be able to actually look at him because it would be so bright we'd have to shut our eyes. So this is a very energizing image in front of us. You can also imagine that this is the mind of your Lama, your teacher, your trusted mentor, spiritual guide, manifesting in this form for your benefit. And if you don't have a teacher, you can maybe think of someone like, maybe His Holiness the Dalai Lama or Lama Zopa Rinpoche. It just makes it a little bit more personal for us. So Buddha is seated in the full lotus posture with each foot on the opposite thigh. The palm of his right hand rests on his right knee, the fingers touching the moon cushion, signifying his great control. This is his control over his delusions. His left hand rests in his lap in the meditation pose, holding a bowl filled with nectar. And this nectar is medicine for curing our disturbing states of mind and our hindrances, obscurations. The Buddha's face is very beautiful. You may have seen many tankas and statues. The face is very smooth looking and very symmetrical. Just very pleasant to look at. His smiling, compassionate gaze is looking directly at you. And at the same time, all of the people of your life and all sentient beings. He has no judgmental thoughts towards you, just accepts you exactly as you are, only wishes the best for you, wants to help you, meet you where you're at exactly today. He has his long lotus-like eyes. His lips are beautiful cherry red, and he has long earlobes. His hair is blue-black, and each hair is individually curled to the right, not mixed with the others. And every feature of his appearance represents an attribute of this omniscient mind. And rays of light emanate from every pore of Buddha's pure holy body and reach every corner of the universe. And these rays are actually composed of countless tiny, tiny Buddhas, some going out to help living beings, the others are dissolving back into his body, having finished their work. So this is a very dynamic, active image in front of you. It's not static. Excuse me. So just really feel the presence of this holy being in front of you. Compassionate, kind, loving, brilliant. And if detailed visualizations are not your thing, if you find it difficult, you can just imagine a ball of golden light, the mind of your teacher, in front of you. So try and feel the presence of the Buddha and take refuge in him and think of his perfect qualities and his ability and willingness to help you. So make a request from your heart to receive his blessings, to help you become free from all your negative energy, your misconceptions and other problems, and to receive all the realizations and blessings. And this is on the path to enlightenment. So imagine he happily accepts your request, and a stream of purifying white light, which is in the nature of the enlightened mind, flows from Buddha's heart and enters you through the crown of your head. So it's just the same as when you walk into a room and the switching on a light instantly dispels the darkness in that room. So too, the darkness of your negative energy is dispelled upon contact with this radiant white light. And it flows into you, filling your body completely as we recite the mantra. Taya Dao Muni Muni Ma Munaye Soa 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 Taya Dao Muni Muni Ma Munaye Soa. So really feel that all your negative energy, all your problems, subtle obscurations have been completely purified. And your body feels light and blissful. So just concentrate on this for a little moment. Now imagine a stream of golden light this time descends from Buddha's heart and flows into you through the crown of your head. And the essence of this light is the excellent qualities of Buddha's pure body, speech and mind. So some of these qualities would have been some of the miracles that he was displaying. And this has been the 15 days of miracles. Today is the culmination of these 15 days. So Buddha can transform his body into different forms, animate and inanimate, in order to help living beings according to what's needed at the time, to their particular state of mind. With his speech, he can communicate different aspects of the Dharma simultaneously to beings at different levels of development and be understood by them in their respective languages and dialects. His omniscient mind sees very clearly every atom of existent, past, present and future. And he knows the thoughts of every living being. And this is unbelievable awareness, moment to moment. And although it sounds impossible, it is something we will achieve one day. And just imagine these infinite good qualities flow into every part of your body with this blissful golden light as we recite the mantra. Untitled So really try and feel you've received the infinite excellent qualities of Buddha's body, speech and mind, and you feel light and blissful. And we'll meditate on this for a minute. So now imagine that the 8 snow lions in front of you absorb into the throne into the lotus into the sun and the moon, and they in turn absorb into the Buddha, who now comes to the space above the crown of your head, a couple of inches above the crown of your head. He melts into light and dissolves into you. And your ordinary sense of I, unworthy and burdened with faults, and all these other wrong views we have about ourselves, disappear completely. And in that instant you become one with the Buddha's blissful, omniscient mind in the aspect of vast, empty space. So just meditate on this for a moment. Just think about expanding your mind. Now imagine from this empty place up here, just where you're sitting, the throne, the lotus, the sun and the moon, and you're sitting on these yourself as the Buddha. And everything is in the nature of light. Just exactly as you had visualized in front of you earlier, and really try and feel that you are the Buddha and identify with his enlightened wisdom, compassionate view, instead of with this incorrect self-view that we all have. And surrounding you in every direction, filling all of space, are all living beings, all the people of your life. And then generate love and compassion for them by recalling that they too want to achieve happiness and don't want to suffer. And now that you're enlightened, you can help them. You've got this. So at your heart are a lotus and a moon, standing upright around the circumference of the moon. Reading clockwise are the syllables of the mantra Tayata Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye Svaha. The seed syllable Mum stands at the center. And visualize that rays of light, and this is actually your wisdom and your compassion, emanate from every letter and spread in all directions. And they reach the countless beings surrounding you and completely purify them of their obscurations and delusions and fill them with strength as we recite the mantra. Tayata Muni Muni Ma Munaye Soha. Tayata Muni Muni Ma Tayata Muni Muni Ma Munaye Soha. And think now, I have led all sentient beings to enlightenment, thus fulfilling my intention for doing this meditation. And just imagine that everyone surrounding you is now in the form of Buddha and experiencing complete bliss, wisdom, kindness, compassion. And try not to think too much that your meditation is a sham, you haven't really helped anyone, this is not real. This practice is known as bringing the future result into the present path. It's a powerful cause for your own future enlightenment and helps us to develop conviction, helps us to have a little bit of a taste of our innate potential. This is what we're capable of. And what we've just done in this meditation, we will achieve ourselves one day. So everyone, thank you very much. Just dedicate all the positive energy, any insights you may have had doing this meditation to all the people of your life, to all sentient beings, and to yourselves as you move along your spiritual path. Okay, everybody, lots of love. Thank you very much. I'll see some of you this afternoon.